Welcome to this Sara Alert tutorial where you will learn about the different information and actions available on the Monitoree record details page to users assigned the public health or public health enroller role by your local administrator. First, you will need to log in to Sara Alert as a user assigned a public health role. To access the details of a specific record, click on the Monitoree's name from any line list. Whenever viewing a specific Monitoree record, information is presented in the following order: Monitoree details, monitoring actions, reports, and history. Changes to the data elements on the Monitoree details page may change the line list that the Monitoree appears on. Specific scenarios will be reviewed in more detail in a separate tutorial on moving Monitorees between line lists. The first section displays information collected during enrollment or from import. To reduce scrolling on the page, this section is collapsed by default to only show identification information. To see additional details, click on the collapsed menu icon to expand. This information can be modified by selecting Edit Details and then clicking Edit next to the name of the screen that you wish to modify. When done, select Finish and the record will be updated. The Monitoring Actions section includes data elements that can be modified to capture public health monitoring actions. Assignment of these values should be based on most recent guidance. Any changes to the data elements listed in this section will be captured in the record history with the name of the user and a date timestamp. The monitoring status data element differentiates monitorees that are being actively monitored versus not. If actively monitoring is selected, Sara Alert will send a daily symptom report request message to this monitoree, and the monitoree will appear on the appropriate monitoring line list. If not monitoring is selected, Sara Alert will no longer send daily symptom report request messages to this monitoree, and the monitoree will appear on the closed line list. The Exposure Risk Assessment data element allows public health to categorize exposure risk. This data element is not required and does not change the type or frequency of daily symptom report request messages that Sara Alert sends to monitorees. The Monitoring Plan data element allows public health to document the assigned monitoring plan. This data element is not required and also does not change the type or frequency of messages the system sends to monitorees. The latest public health action data element allows public health to document any public health actions related to a particular monitoree. This data element is not required. Any monitoree where the selected value is not none will appear on the PUI line list unless the record is closed. If the value is changed back to none, the monitoree will appear on the appropriate monitoring line list. The Assigned Jurisdiction data element allows public health users to control the jurisdiction who can view and modify the record. Records that have been transferred into or out of a user's jurisdiction will appear on the respective transfer tabs after a change in jurisdiction. Only jurisdictions participating in Sara Alert will appear on the drop-down menu. Next is the Report section. To help with evaluation of the report history, this section displays the name of the current line list that the monitoree is on. This section also includes the monitoree's complete symptom report history, including report IDs for reference, the identity of the reporter who may either be the monitoree or a public health user, the date and time of the report, and a summary of symptoms reported. If the monitoree reports any assessed symptoms, the row will be highlighted in red and the Needs Review column will indicate yes. If a data entry error occurred, a report can be modified by a public health user and the system will log that an existing report was modified in the history. A note can also be associated with a specific report by clicking the Add Note button. Selecting the Mark All as Reviewed button will change any reports where the Needs Review column is Yes to No. This action should be completed if the Monitoree should be moved from the symptomatic line list to either the asymptomatic or non-reporting line list as appropriate. For instance, if a symptom was reported in error or public health determined that the symptom reported was not likely associated with the disease of interest, the report should be marked as reviewed. The Send Report Reminder button allows public health to manually send a symptom report request message to a Monitoree. A user may only send an additional reminder once every 24 hours. The final section on the page includes a history of changes made to the record, as well as any additional comments added by users, with the most recent activity shown on top. Logged actions and comments are categorized by type. To add a new comment, type in the text box and select Add Comment.